Hey y'all, I'm T. Welcome to my channel. Today I am telling you how to become a paraprofessional in 3 easy steps. If you've ever thought about working in education, don't know where to start, or don't have a degree or credential to step in and become a teacher, I think your best bet is to start off as a paraprofessional. The reason why I say that might be your best step is because it gives you the opportunity to actually gain experience, be around kids, teach kids, and just see how the overall flow of classroom management, skills with special education students. You get to experience a lot of different scenarios without fully committing to teaching. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it takes to become a paraprofessional and exactly what it is we do to change children's lives every single day. So what is a paraprofessional? And I'm just going to actually read it off of my script because I want to get it right, okay? It says a paraprofessional, called a teacher's aide or instructional assistant, is someone who supports teachers and students in the classroom. You might help with small group instruction, assist students with special needs, or manage classroom activities so the teacher can focus on lessons. So in a nutshell, this means exactly what it says. So requirements. The requirements to becoming a paraprofessional are, and I live in California, so this is from my state, okay? The first thing you're going to need is a GED or high school diploma. The second thing you're going to need is, I believe it's 2+ years of experience with children in a professional setting, or 48 units in some type of child development classes, or an associate's degree. And the third thing you're going to need in the state that I live in, again, which is California, is you're going to have to pass a background check. Now, I don't know exactly what doesn't need to be on a background check. I'm assuming that if you've never been arrested or charged with any felony charges, you should pass it, but I don't know exactly what it is they are looking for. So if you've never been arrested and you don't have any felony charges, I think you're good to go. But you might want to check with your school district's HR department for clarification on that, because honestly, I do not know. The last thing that my district requires for permanent employment as a paraprofessional is an assessment, and it's a reading, writing, math, and a small behavioral assessment. If you're getting value from this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Make sure you come back to my channel because I do post paraprofessional and educational videos every week, and I would love to have you here. Okay, so once you've met those 3 requirements and you know you meet the requirements for the job, go ahead and start applying. You can look on Indeed, you can look on your school district's website. Don't forget to look at the surrounding area school district's websites, because I always see paraprofessional positions open. Like anytime I'm just like browsing through, I always see banners and advertisements for classroom aides or paraprofessionals. Don't forget to be flexible and show genuine interest in assisting and helping kids, because at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about. I do have a 4th bonus tip, and that is, if you've applied and you know you meet all of the requirements, don't be afraid to reach out to the school district's HR department, just to say, or even stop by just to say, hey, I applied, I just wanted to follow up on my application. I think interest goes a long ways, and those offices are sometimes inundated with applicants. So sometimes putting a face with the application can take you a little further. I also wanted to talk about the interviewing process, because once you do meet all those requirements, apply, and get called in for an interview, the interviews are usually a panel interview. And when I say panel interview, I mean that it's usually consisting of like a principal, vice principal, and like an admin. So maybe like a counselor, or maybe like the admin assistant. And it's scenario based. So they're giving you a scenario and wanting you to answer what you would do in that situation. So one of the questions that they asked me had to do with a group of teachers speaking negatively about a student experience. And as the newbie, how would I react to the student, knowing or having heard all of those negative things about the student? And the way I answered was genuinely how I would act. And what I said was, I would hear what they said, and, I would hear what they said, but I wouldn't treat the student any different way, because my experience with that student is not their experience with that student, and vice versa. So I just want to hear how you genuinely would treat the kids. If you genuinely have a love for kids and you want to help them and make a lifelong difference in their lives, this is a great career and a beautiful step in the process to becoming a teacher. So that's how you start your career as a paraprofessional. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and leave them down in the comments.